Hi, I'm Andrew Nelson, Mayor of Bryan. I love serving as the mayor, and I love BISD's Essential 8. BISD did this amazing thing. They allowed me to come on stage and shake hands for graduates. And I was shaking hands and going through this, and all of a sudden up comes a student, and I didn't recognize it because there's so many I'm shaking, but he just comes up and he gives me this huge hug and he says, "Thank you, Coach Nelson." And that was special. So I was like, wow, it was one of my Little League guys. And as soon as he said Coach Nelson, I was like, oh, and I knew exactly who he was, and we had this great moment. You never realize the impact you make when you're just kind of doing your job. Well, I definitely found about gratitude very early on, and it's like most people probably, my parents. I mean, my parents taught me love by loving me, and I was grateful that I was getting their love, their protection, their care, and you feel that. You feel that closeness to your parents. You don't know necessarily to call it gratitude, but you love and you appreciate your parents, and when you're young, that can extend to your teachers, it can extend to friends, the things that people do for you. It's people holding the door for you. It's people doing things that they don't have to do. They're not necessarily because they're getting paid to do it. They're going and doing things for you just because they want to help you. And those are the very special things. Grew up here in the Brazos Valley, arrived into the community at a very early age. My mom worked at the vet school. My dad was getting a degree at Texas A&M, and so spent a lot of days here biking around. And I'm thinking of one time we were up at Kyle Field when they still had it unlocked and you could just bike around and be around. And I remember my brother being at the very top of the ramps, and he was skateboarding down, and he fell and broke his ankle, and he's crying for help. And there's a student in the Corps Cadets who heard us, came all the way up to the top of the ramp, saw, and my brother wasn't light. He wasn't a 5-year-old. He was probably a teenager, and this cadet picked him up and carried him all the way down those ramps, all the way across the street. We didn't have cell phones at the time, so we had to call our parents, and we did so. And he took care of us. He treated us like we were his family, and I don't even remember his name. He just was this guardian angel, and it makes you want to do that. I mean, it really inspires you to want to make that difference too and have that joy of serving. What I'm most grateful for is the community of Bryan itself. As mayor, I'm called on to be a professional problem solver. When they come to me and present a problem, they're also working and saying, well, I thought this might be a way to do it. So they're not just coming to gripe, they're coming to solve problems. The fact that they're even thinking about solutions means their mindset is in a very constructive place. And as a mayor, I'm so grateful for that. And it makes it so easy for me to serve because I'm serving people where we're all loving our community and wanting the same thing. We may have different ideas of how to get there. We may have the same ideas of how to get there, but we have this shared love of our community. And I feel very grateful for that. Gratitude matters because people all around us are serving us and doing things for us, and it makes the world work.